Hi, and welcome back to the Plant-Based Quick Cooking Show. I'm Karen, coming to you every week from the Center for Plant-Based Living right here in St. Louis, Missouri. And every week I give you a new recipe with only 7 ingredients or less. That's it. Simple, easy, quick, and delicious. Let's get started. Okay, it is the season of basil all summer long, right? Everybody grows basil. They have so much of it, they don't know what to do with it. Let's do something with it. We're gonna make pesto, another summertime favorite, right? And I have this is about 2 cups of loosely packed, huge basil leaves. And oh my gosh, the smell, you can imagine. Okay, put that into your food processor. Okay, all of that beautiful basil into your food processor. Now, we're going to cut it also with just a little bit of, this is Italian parsley, and I'm going to use about 1/4 of a cup. I'm just going to rip it right off there. And with the basil, I cut off, or I just really pulled off the rough stems, but the little stems, kind of the more delicate ones, have stayed, and that's totally fine. Okay, so we've got our basil and we've got our parsley in there. Next, we're going to add in, I have 4 garlic cloves in here. So the garlic is up to you, right? I mean, if you're really sensitive to it, don't add it or add very little. If you love it, more. All right, lemon juice of 1/2 lemon. No seeds, please. Okay. And we're going to add a little bit of nutritional yeast just to give it just a slightly nutty, cheesy flavor. And this is something that I know you probably have never heard of before, but adding miso paste to your pesto, it really kicks it up a notch. It gives it that nice, almost umami. What's that extra flavor in that there? I'm not sure, but it's really, really good. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of that. Now I'm adding, some people like to ask me, what's the difference between a food processor and a blender when you're making something like this? If you want a really smooth, almost creamy pesto, then a blender would be just fine. But I like mine a little coarse, a little chunky, so that's why I like to use a food processor. A processor is really not going to get it that super, super creamy, just like a blender will. All right, of course, pine nuts, right? And they're so expensive, so don't use too many. You can eye it if you want, like I always do. But, you know, like seriously, 1/3 of a cup is going to be fine. Don't go broke buying pine nuts. And a pinch of salt. Okay. Let me wash off my hands real quick. Okay, let's rock and roll this sucker. And with a food processor, you're always going to have to scrape down the sides once or twice, and it's really chunky. It might look a little coarse to you, and that's fine. Just keep it going. And then I'm also going to add about 1/4 of a cup of water. Oh yeah. So we're just going to do that. We're just going to scrape down one more time. And then I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to keep this going for another minute or so. We're ready. Looks so good. Okay. This looks incredible. It smells. Oh, it's so fresh. Take out this blade, and it is just this beautiful bright green color that is just, oh, it's so pretty. Nice, thick and chunky. well blended, and it is all ready now for your pasta. If you're going to put it on a flatbread, it'd be really good. My goodness, if you just like drizzle it over some like sweet potato steak fries, oh, forget it, it's so good. All right, so another episode of the Plant-Based Quick Show in the can. This is what you do with your pesto this summer. Enjoy. And by the way, we have a virtual membership now up and running at the Center for Plant-Based Living. All that information is below in the description. We are also, if you're in St. Louis or if you're passing through, we also have in-shop classes, back up to 20 people, full capacity. I invite you to come visit us here at the nation's first plant-based and nutrition educational center. So yeah, check out the website. We've got a lot going on. And as always, I'll see you next week. Take good care. Bye.